Alright guys, I'm going to put an updated video out. The new boxes we got in a metal, smaller black box, Amalogic 812. Pretty fast, got your little blue light down there on the bottom or in the front of it. That's your remote. That comes with it, and got some new programs in here. Also, a couple new paid TV add-ons inside the Kodi build that I created. One is $6 a month and the other one is $13. And they work pretty well. I'm going to show you one here in a second, but that's the home screen. Kind of make the home screen more familiar to your cell phones. A lot of people don't like the factory home screens that you get on these boxes today, so it's just a lot easier to work. And I'm going to do this with my phone. Gives me a better recording picture. So let's get into it real quick. You got Movies HD, which shows real good movies. As you can see, the box is real fast. It's a lot faster than the Amalogic 805 quad core, but this one's working pretty good. It's clocked at 2 gigahertz. You know that the Amalogic 812 is an octa-core, so you means you got 8 processors in it. I'm gonna come out of that. Got a new one in here called Pluto. This is a free live streaming app. Works pretty good. You got a lot of good programming in here, and you can just open it up, and most of the time you can get whatever. It's more or less they show news on here, but they do have some other streaming platforms. They got a couple radio apps in here as well, radio channels, and we're gonna back out of that. And you got another one here called Solid Streams. This is kind of new, so they're still working the bugs out of it. But it does give you TV stations from around the world, and it has like a 3 or 4 second delay to it, so you got to be patient when you're using it. Of course, you got Islamic TV, Pakistan. If you come up here, you got India, you got your sports channels. If you click on Sports Live, and once you click on it, give it a few seconds before it uploads the page. One thing I've noticed about it, as I just selected it, so you can see the delay. Of course, there is all your sports channels there that's going to pop open. Okay, and go back up. Go over here to Kids. Click on Kids. Live. Again, give it a few seconds for it to pull up the page. It is a slower working app, but again, not all of this is 100%. This app, 90% of the channels work. We do get some that go up and go down. Of course, you know, you give it some time for the thumbnails to pull up, but then you can see all the channels there, and the thumbnails pull up kind of slowly on this app. But I'm going to go back up to the top. Go back over here to English. Click on English. Again, we're going to wait on it for it to upload. And a lot of these channels are UK channels, but they work pretty good. I can say that. But again, remember, 90% of them are going to work for you. Okay, that's called Solid Streams. Let me get out of that because I don't want to do a whole lot of time on this. Got Mobdro, of course, one of the more solid working live TV apps. Of course, you got your channels. Click on channels and you can come down here and you can see all your network channels. These are going to be in standard definition. As you can see, I'm not going to get into clicking any of these, just to show you what's on here in Mobdro. Of course, in Mobdro, you do have your movies and your sports as well. It's a real solid app, but again, remember, some of these are standard definition, which is still watchable. Remember, it's free. Of course, you got your movies tab on here, where these are 24/7 movie channels. Wherever you click on, that's what's going to be playing at the time you click on them. You may not get the title of the movie all the time, but that's just how it go with this app in Mobdro. Okay, gonna back out of that. Very impressed with the unit so far. It is nice and fast. Of course, you got your Gmail. We're gonna get into my Kodi build in a second. And then you got your YouTube, and then you have another live TV app. A lot of people are familiar with this one, Cloud TV. Okay, if you get that pop-up, it's going to be real best for you to have a wireless mouse. You can go anywhere and get you a wireless mouse. It'll help you navigate, operate these apps a lot better. Okay, come over here, go to free channels. And then here inside of So you got that pop-up again. So I'm gonna activate the mouse on my remote, click on OK, get that off the screen. And then you wanna come over and click on language and find English. Of course, you got all these different languages over here. There's English. Okay, and then here you got all your channels. So some of these are in Spanish though, and they have, they have like a Chinese or Asian writing behind the American wording. But again, these are some of your channels here. 90%, not 100%. Now I'm gonna set y'all up. I think it's gonna work all the time you click on it, but you can add some of these channels that are working into your favorites inside of this app. Okay, so we do want to exit. And let's get into the build that I created, which I do keep updated on the server. This is my latest one. So we're going to let this boot up. And then I'm going to show you the channels in here, the apps that I'm going to give you. Now, I have one app that works with a TV guide. And once you get the unit, I'll instruct you on how to buy your monthly subscription for either one you want. You ain't got to choose both of them. But there's an auto cleaner on here. When you boot it up, it will clean all of your cache and movie files that you opened up. Of course, I do have it set in here manually for clear cache, purge your packs, clean your video library. That's your video add-on page. I put one in here for Exodus and Specto and Zim because you want to keep it clean. Also, TV shows. Of course, you got Phoenix shows, Turk shows, Divas Den. All the award shows that you may have missed, you can come here and look at that. Hallmark movies. You can search by networks under the sub menu. Then you have ABC, NBC, Sirius, Addicts, Oxygen, NaviX. Okay, go up here to your sports. Okay, ESPN3, BT Sports, ESPN. You can actually come in here on Sports Replay. If you miss a basketball game or a football game, you can come in here and check out Sports Replay. So you can actually go into that. And I'm talking about from all kind of sports, baseball, basketball, as you can see, IndyCar, NFL, NHL, UFC, WWE. And most of them showing 1080p quality, okay. Of course, you got NBC Sports, got a Combat Sports, Hunting Channel, NFL Network. Give you a little preview of that.
We're here when you're ready.
Anything can happen when Thursday Night Football comes to town on Christmas Day.
Okay, get out of that. Got your kids section in here. You got little tykes running around the house. You want to put them in front of the TV. Check out all the kids stuff that we got in here. TV, okay. Izzy TV. But first of all, that TV guide you're looking at right there, that's going to work with an app called Over the Top. And I'm going to send you a link to that, show you how to get that installed. But it's only $6 a month. And then IBTV subs, that's the one I currently use. These are HD quality cable stations, and I pay $13 a month for this. But it's well worth it because we get the pay-per-views, the whole 9 on it. So I'm going to go into live TV just to show you how it works. I've already installed all this stuff, so when you get the unit, all you got to do is just go online, get your paid account, come back into the app, go into configurations on the app, and then put in your username and your password for your paid account. Okay, get into some of the streams here. Of course, you got USA Network. This one doesn't work on the TV guide, but it does tell you what show is playing and what show is coming on next. Okay, if you look at it in media info too, you can pretty much get all your information right there on the app. Okay. So, I mean, all the channels that you would normally get on cable, you get with this one, and they work real well. Okay. It does have sometimes their server will reboot itself, and so when you click on it, it may say error, but don't worry about it. Just exit out, go in and clear cache, and then go back into it. It'll open up. Of course, you do get sports on here as well. Let's go down to sports. They do have an NFL Sunday ticket, but again, NFL is about to be over with. But you know, one of my favorites is Big Ten Network. Of course, you do have all your other apps in here. TSN is just like ESPN, but it's in Canada, but they do show a lot of American football, basketball, baseball, all that stuff. Okay, so this one's $13 a month, but I gotta say, for what they charge, it's well worth having. Of course, you do have your other countries on here as well. Let's back out of that. But the TV guide, most people might like that. And then that's going to work with OTT, the OTT app. And then you got WWE Network in here for all you wrestling fans.
WWE fans in Cleveland trying to urge Ryback on. Blocks it.
Okay. And I got a couple 24/7 streaming channels in here. Like if you go into Phoenix Streams, all of these shows are, whatever you click on, it's going to stream 24/7. Okay, meaning if I click on Duck Dynasty, which is a favorite show of mine, it's just going to play that show continuously around the clock, 24 hours a day. So it's like a live stream, which it really is, but it just shows reruns, the new episodes and the old episodes as well. So with this app, it does take a little, maybe about 10 to 10 seconds for it to open up. That's just how this app works. When it gets to 50%, then your stream will start and all of that will disappear, and then the app will get to working. Another thing you're going to need, again, as I've always said, is some real good high internet speed. Preferably you're getting internet through a cable company, because if you're getting it through AT&T, it's going to be real slow unless you get their highest package through AT&T Uverse.
Check out this endo right here. Look at that.
Okay. So basically, if you're on my fan page, you looking for a unit. I'm not using PayPal. These are movie apps right here. I'm actually going to be using an app called Square Cash, which is a green app that you can download from the Android Play Store or your Apple store. Okay. Don't use PayPal. I do use Square Up, which I can do email invoices, but the Square Cash app is a lot faster. You put your debit card information in once you download the app, and then I'll give you my username, who you're sending the money to. You can use that app for anything in regards to cash. So it's a nice app. But if you're interested, then if you're on YouTube checking this out, click the link underneath this video. Or you can check out matter of fact, I'm going to put the fan page, if you're on YouTube, underneath this, and then you can contact me from there through Messenger. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, all that great stuff. These are the new boxes I'm going with. They're metal Amalogic 812 octa-core. They're pretty fast, and they play in 4K as well. So if you got a 4K TV, which a lot more people are starting to get, it's going to work on your 4K. All right, guys, deuces.